Here's a update video on my 941. As you can see, I got the tracks off of it. Track adjusters were froze up. I got one of them unfroze. Can't get the other one quite yet. I'm gonna heat it up and then try to pull it out. I got the idler off this side. I'm gonna take the other one off too and do the Duocone seals in it. Just got done putting a transmission filter in it and drain the fluid. The steering clutch, the steering pump is pushing oil into the transmission. The shaft seal, I hope, is bad on the steering pump. The reason why the guy parked it from the guy I bought it from is because it was leaking something pretty bad, and after just running around a little bit and getting it hot, it was leaking pretty bad with me too, and it's coming out of the transmission breather. So it was a little over full when I bought it, so that was kind of concerning. But I found the culprit. I just got to fix it. I work for a cat dealer, working 10 and sometimes 12-hour days. You don't get home and don't want to do much. But here's my new sprockets. This is an aftermarket sprocket. It cost me about $180, $190 something, around $200. Got to cut the ring. They call it a ring on these older ones. They don't have segments. You've got to cut it off all the way around on all the spokes, true it up, and weld it back. A buddy of mine has a welding rig. I'm gonna let him do that. But I got the tracks, pin and bush and turn. Really, they didn't really need to be turned, but they were all leaking. I know when you fill one up, oil goes everywhere, so it kind of looks like they're leaking now, but they're not. But they've been turned, they're ready to go. I ended up getting this sprocket is a genuine cat sprocket. I actually paid less for it than I did the aftermarket one, but I found it on eBay, and unfortunately they only had one. And I offered them $150 for it, and I got it. So I figured, why not? They last longer than the aftermarket stuff because they use better steel. So anyways, here's the other side. There's the master shoe. For whatever reason, the master shoe's worn down more than the other ones. But it's got new hardware on one side. They do what they call a half shoe turn. At my cat dealer, we never do that. We just we pull all the bolts out and pull the pads off and do it that way. It's a lot easier. You don't have to fool with it. But here's the idler. I'm probably gonna put any bearings in there. It's got a little bit of motion in it, but it looks like it's been leaking anyway. I'm just gonna do the Duocones and check the bearings. They'll probably be okay. But I just put a new pre-cleaner, aftermarket pre-cleaner on it. So that was like $20. But I got this off. I had dropped the bolt for the filter right there. Yeah, that's it. I dropped the bolt and I reached down the belly pan with a magnet and got it. But again, the steering clutch is adjusted. It's steering correctly now, so I figured I'm gonna put some money in it and use it. I gotta cut one bolt out and I get this off. Hopefully this recoil spring is not broke. Put a new valve cover gasket on it. Got the new air filter cleaner, or the air cleaner box on it. It was like $200 with a new filter included. That's a genuine cat. Got it serviced. I can't remember if I had it serviced before the last video, but yeah, steering pump is right there where those two hoses go. Those go to your steering clutch filter up under the seat. I believe you got to take the coupler loose and pull the torque converter hub off right there, which is leaking. I got a new seal for it. That's gonna be a royal pain to get to, but I'll get it done eventually. I'm gonna get these tracks back on and run it. Now I'm probably gonna pull the cylinders off and repack them. They're all packing's just shot. So the rods could probably stand to be chrome, but in my situation, we're just gonna pack them and let it rip. And probably gonna pull the radiator. Guy at work works in a radiator shop. He said if I bought all the gaskets, he would flush it and do whatever needs to be done to it. It's not really leaking except for where the top tank meets the core. So I don't think it's nothing major. I just don't care to use something and, you know, have to work on it. I just want to fix everything, then go to work on it, or fix everything, then go use it. Sorry. And but yeah, it's pretty nasty. Somebody, you know, that didn't keep the coolant changed in the past. But yeah, I got a new muffler. I got a stack over there. We did a rebuild on a 613 at work, and they put a new stack on it. It's a 1/2 inch too big, but I think I can go to the parts store. And, I think I can get, I think it's a 3 to 3.5 or vice versa. And let me get down. Go to 3 to 3.5 and weld that onto the muffler. And then I've got new clamps, so I can clamp the exhaust to it. It's just a stack. It comes up probably about 2.5, 3 foot, and it's like a 90-degree exit. Tired of putting the damn bucket on it, and I'll probably go through and redo the linkages at some point if I keep it long enough. They're not hard. Maybe some new pins, depending on how bad they look, but probably need new pins. It don't look like the guy before me greased it very well. I hadn't greased it mainly because I haven't used it, so I'll probably have to weld up these bucket stops. They look to be a little warm. This ain't no big deal. We can do that in just a few minutes. So, but yeah, I got it cribbed up. There's not an equalizer bar on these, so I couldn't put anything up under the equalizer bar. It's just a solid roller frame. I got it blocked up with some firewood back here. But yeah, it's coming along. I'm gonna have probably $5 grand in it, and I'll be using it. Oh, and also the tank is leaking a little bit. So I got the gasket up at the house. I'm gonna drain all the fluid anyway. The hard lines going to the back of the tank are leaking pretty bad. So I'm just gonna drain it, and I'm gonna split it, change I think it's got a pickup screen. I'll clean it. Hopefully there's nothing in it, but change the filter gasket. I got a new sight glass also, you can't see. It's like molded. So. But yeah, it's just little by little. Luckily parts really aren't that expensive. I mean, the tracks to get turned were like $750 plus hardware and seals. So I mean, I had like $1,000 in that. The bill for the one sprocket, 8 new master bolts, the whole turn job and everything was like $1,218, I think. So, but yeah, it's got to be done. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's chipping away. They're so sharp. But anyways, I'm just rambling on at this point, so I'm gonna end the video.